If you are a man that I'm interested in, I want to see that you can provide for me. I want to see that you can afford an Uber ride. I want to see that you can afford a nice dinner date. Like, can you afford basic things? Because if you can't afford dinner and an Uber, my transportation, you certainly can't afford kids.
Fam, back with another hot one for y'all today. If you watched my last video, you know I'm currently going through with YouTube suspending my monetization. That's why there's been a lack of videos, man. But like I said, we back and we going harder than ever. The videos are coming back to y'all, man. And we gonna continue to do what we do. But in today's video, we have this woman here detailing why she thinks men should pay for the entirety of the date and what that actually means to her. So, you know, as always, y'all, please leave a like, sub up. It really helps the channel out, especially now what we going through YouTube. And as always, I'm gonna watch this video and I'm gonna give my opinion after, man.
I expect a man to pay for the date. Yes, the whole entire date. That includes my Uber to the date and my Uber back to my house. If you are a man that I'm interested in, I want to see that you can provide for me. I want to see that you can afford an Uber ride. I want to see that you can afford a nice dinner date. Like, can you afford basic things? Because if you can't afford dinner and an Uber, my transportation, you certainly can't afford kids. You certainly can't afford a house. You certainly can't afford my bills. And I got bills to pay. Okay.
Now that was an inflammatory video, I know, and it's hard for me to imagine that she made that video without knowing exactly how it would be received and what it would do. But the fact of the matter is, I don't believe she's entirely wrong, especially being someone that believes that when you go into the dating market, you should have the resources to do it. Because I am someone who subscribes to the quote-unquote old-fashioned way of thinking. That's how some people may call it, but that's what I subscribe to. And honestly, I read some of the comments before this, and you know, obviously there were people, you know, adamantly disagreeing with this woman, berating this woman, you know, saying everything under the sun or whatever. But I personally believe that if it wasn't this woman saying this, it would be received a lot better than it is being received. You had Bernice Burgos or Ruby Rose or one of these women that the dudes look at and fantasize about. If you had one of them saying this exact thing, there'll be droves of men in the comments sprinting to agree with this woman and co-sign everything that she's saying. Because the fact of the matter is that dudes will pay for the Uber, dudes will pay for the date for people they want to pay for. That's just what it is. So I don't see why this is such a big deal. I think it's just they may feel some type of way about the woman who said it, if that's what it is, or they may truly believe that they don't have to do anything like that. And again, that's just not something I subscribe to. I think when you go out here and make yourself available and you're in the dating pool, I think as a man, that is something you should do. That's just my personal opinion. Some people don't do that, and that's okay, you know, but that's what I believe. So but yeah, man, we're gonna watch it one more time just to make sure I didn't miss anything, so y'all won't be telling me about it in the comments later.
I expect a man to pay for the date. Yes, the whole entire date. That includes my Uber to the date and my Uber back to my house. If you are a man that I'm interested in, I want to see that you can provide for me. I want to see that you can afford an Uber ride. I want to see that you can afford a nice dinner date. Like, can you afford basic things? Because if you can't afford dinner and an Uber, my transportation, you certainly can't afford kids. You certainly can't afford a house. You certainly can't afford my bills. And I got bills to pay. Okay.
Now, I think she is, I think she should take into account that a lot of men not wanting to do something maybe doesn't always mean that they have the inability to do something. So by that, I mean that just because a man may not want to pay for her date, want to pay for her Uber, want to do those things, because there are men like that, doesn't mean he has the inability to do so. There's some frugal men out here, how they live, or they may just, you know, not want to do that for you personally, but basing a man's ability to care after a family, a man's ability to care after his partner, a man's ability to gauge his level of financial stability of his decision to pay for your Uber or not is a bit steep. I think that's a little extreme, but I can get behind the idea that she made this to be inflammatory or to get the clicks, to get the interaction. So I get it, because personally I think there's a lot more men that are willing to pay for dates and to pay for Ubers than there are men willing to, you know, start seeing it go for a month and start paying their bills, you know, and to pay for children they have outside of him. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got to say on that one. We had a short one today. Y'all go ahead, leave a comment, let me know what y'all think about it. I could have been wrong. Let me know if you think I was wrong. Always love hearing what y'all got to say about these type of things. If y'all done stuck around this long, I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate y'all showing love and support. Y'all go ahead, leave a like, leave a sub, man. It really helps us out, especially in this time of going through what we're going through with YouTube. And with that, I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Peace.